What's up guys, this is Eddie here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a dedicated Iw4x server with Iw4x admin on a VPS 2021. And today I'm going to be showing you how to put forward all the necessary ports you need and getting all the files you need to get this IW dedicated server up and running. The VPS we're going to be using today is from Vultr. Links are going to be down in the description, so you can go ahead and get a server up and running. The one that we're going to be using today is a quad core CPU, 8 gigs of memory. It has 4 terabytes of bandwidth. This is $40 a month. This is how much they charge you by the hour, 0.060 an hour. It's pretty good. This is enough for you guys to host the server 24/7, have at least 3 or 4 servers up and running at the same time and stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Once you sign up, they have a 50 free credit if you try Vultr right now. That $50 credit will be applied to your Vultr account, so that's a 50% off when the month charges are in. So basically you'll get a free server a month because yours is 40, so you're just going to be left with a $10 credit. So once you sign up, purchase the server. Once the server is done installing it, you're going to download the remote desktop connection. Once you do so, you're just going to connect. Once you open your server, your first thing you're going to do is you're not going to have Google Chrome or this. I just downloaded it in advance of this video. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the star server manager. You're going to click off here. That shows up. You're going to go to local server. Don't worry if this is red or anything. So you're going to go to local server. You're going to go over here where it says I enhance security configuration. That's going to say on. You're going to click on on. Then you're just going to turn it off and press OK and refresh, and then it's going to be off. Once you do that, you're going to close that out. You're only going to have Internet Explorer. So just download your favorite browser. I downloaded Google Chrome. So once you downloaded Google Chrome, you're going to go to the Iw4x website. You're going to go up here, go to server support. This is the same website I'm on right now. The first link here from the distribution node package does not work. Just download this second one here, the 2015-2019 one. This works for me fine. I don't know if you need both, but this one works fine. And then once you download that, it's going to send you a direct download and install that. Next, you need a text manager. I use Visual Code, which is this one right here. I have on my desktop. Link will be down below as well. You need a torrent client to download the server files. So they're recommended Qubit torrent. Qubit torrent is like uTorrent. So once you download that and download the files, it's like 6 gigabytes. With the VPS, depending on what region you are, it's going to download pretty quick. So once you download the files, just click here. It's going to send you a direct file, and it's going to open up with Qubit torrent. It's going to look like this. Once it's done downloading, you're just going to click stop. You can double click it, and it's going to open the files where it's stored at. And this is your Iw4x folder, dedicated file server. So if you want, you can go here. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Download a file manager. So we're going to use 7-zip. The 7-zip is like WinRAR. If you're x64-bit, 32-bit, download the one you need. You're going to open that, install it. Once it's installed, you close it. Just minimize this if you need something else, like to read the setup files and everything. Just move it to your desktop. I thought that was compressed. You don't need this anymore. You can rename this to Iw4x server. If you don't want all those letters there, you place that there, and this is your file server. Next, we're going to be downloading Iw4x admin. That's going to be downloading. You can close this out, minimize the web browser. You can minimize this as well. Well, you gotta navigate to your downloads folder. So right click downloads, and you're gonna right click 7-zip and extract to Iw4x admin. Now you're gonna press your Windows key and R. That's gonna bring up the run command box. So you're gonna put you're gonna go to your app data. So percentage app data, percentage again, press OK or enter. You're gonna navigate to your app data, local, and we're gonna be putting our Iw4x folders in here. So if you want, you can create a folder, name it Iw4x admin. You're gonna open this, open that, and just drag your folders over there, and you're good. All right. Now, next step. Your Iw4 servers needs some files. Links again down in the description if you need the download links. This one is a recommended thing to download. Is a DirectX. So I accept the agreement. Next. And we wait. Oh, it's not responding. It's probably looking for some files in the internet. There we go. This is recommended so we can run our Iw4x. This right here is going to say that some DLLs files are not detected on the System 32, so this right here fixes it. Okay. Once it's done downloading, still updating some things. Okay, so now it's going to install the components that we're just downloading. Alright, almost there. After this install, we're going to be port forwarding the ports so we can connect and have our friends connect and have random players connect to our server and play. Once that's complete, you're going to finish. This is where Visual Studio Code will come in handy now. So you're going to right click on dedicated server. You're going to, okay, so you're actually going to open Visual Studio Code. You can wait for that to open. So this thing is going to be just click there on getting started. So you're going to put this to the side, or put this to the side as well. You're going to grab the dedicated server batch file. You're just going to drop it on Studio Code. You're going to open. And see how nice we see everything here. So once you download it, this is going to be your just regular settings. So for if you want your server offline and private, you're going to put 0. If it's 0 by default, it's going to broadcast online to the server list. If you put 1, it's going to unlist it and put it on private mode. I'm going to get this mod folder things. If you want to load mods into your game, I'm going to show you how to do that at the end. I just want to put the important things first. Okay, so other than that, if you're an expert on how to modify this, go ahead and do so. But if you don't know what you're doing at all, just don't touch anything. Okay, so this is the server file that's going to be reading off, and this is the command to start the game. So do not touch anything. Okay, next thing is minimize this, go to your user raw, go to the server CFG. It's going to tell you what you can't open this type of CFG file, so you're going to use Visual Studio Code. Always use this app to open CFG files. Alright, so this is the server configuration file. So here's your server name, and if you see there's uptick and then 2, it's just color codes. Alright, so we're gonna delete this. We're just gonna be putting green Eddies, red U, and then white tube. And we're gonna use yellow tutorial. The SVMODD is a custom message you put when the loading screen, when a player joins the game. When the map is loading, you see that little bar, the intermission bar. Under that bar is going to be a little message you can put as well. Color messages work as well. So you can put here, thank you for joining. Have a good time. And then you can put a color code, enjoy. That's all the basic stuff for the name and the MOTD. Here, admin information, I don't mess with this, so just leave it blank. This is a very important step, your RCON password. This is a password that's going to be required for your Iw4x admin, so just put something. Make sure it does not contain any space or anything. So something simple that some people are not going to guess, obviously, but just put admin 2024, I guess. Control S to save. If you want, these are your best game configurations. So war is team deathmatch, DM is free for all. So keep that in mind. Here you can set the game type. These are some configurations, XP boost configurations. So make sure you sit down and read through all of this. This is very important. Everything is set by default, so you're going to be having a default MW2 server running. So, but if you want extra things, you can configure it here. So you have your score limit for team deathmatch. Every game type has their game type settings. I think team deathmatch 7,500 is too small, so I put like 100,000 and like a 30-minute match. So you save that. You want people to play and, you know, not have a quick match. These again, your game type. This is a map rotation tips. So these are the code for the map, and then the name map. This is how you put it. So you have all your DLCs map as well. So right here, this is your map rotation. It's all the way in the bottom. Alright, so if you want to keep this to default rotations, you can leave it like that. So I'm gonna put a custom map rotation. So this is how you do it. So depending on what on game type you want, so you want game type war. So this is not team deathmatch. If you want to know what game type you want, scroll all the way up to line. Where is it? We just saw it right here. So line 69 is your base game configuration. So the codes for your game type. So war, it's set to team deathmatch. DM, if you want to put it to DM, is free for all and stuff like that. But I'm gonna teach you how to change game types in the console in the game. So you just have to restart. So go all the way down. So it's already on team deathmatch. Just say I want the first map to be Nuketown. So game type war, you're gonna type map and then space MP underscore nuked. Why nuked? Because that is the code for the map Nuketown. So right here, it's a DLC03. So MP underscore nuked is Nuketown. So that's gonna load in Nuketown. So we have code for Kill House, I believe. There it is. Again, space to add another map. You're gonna put map space again MP underscore Kill House and save. So those are the only two maps that are gonna be rotating on this server. Okay. It's going to be Team Deathmatch, Nuketown, and Kill House. And it's going to read off this game configuration for Team Deathmatch. So Team Deathmatch game settings. Score limits at 100,000, 30 minutes limit. You can edit the player spawn delay, waiver spawn delay, the number of lives, round limit, win limit, stuff like that. For domination, you can do it as well for all the game types. So this is a quick overview of the server CFG. Like I said, you want to sit down and overview everything. But just most important thing is this RCON password. You need it. You need something in there to Iw4x later on. Okay. Once you do that, we're gonna be port forwarding now. I'm going to show you how to do it on the VPS. So obviously we're on the VPS. So open control panel. Go to system and security. Go to Windows Firewall. Let me maximize this. Go to advanced settings. And inbound rules. You're going to click on new rule. You're going to go to port. Next. You wanna know which port it's gonna be running on. So I believe it's on. You're gonna go to this dedicated server.batch file, and it's gonna be on 28961. That's the game port. So it's 28961. We gotta open it TCP and UDP. So we're just gonna be opening TCP side right now. Allow the connection, domain private and public, and just put a name on it. And just put MW2 server. Make sure to copy it so when you get to that point, you paste the name again. Alright, we just opened it. TCP. Another new rule. Port. Select UDP now. We're going to put 28961. Allow the connection again. Domain private and public. And Control V to paste the name. So there it is. Now we're going to go to outbound rule. I don't know if this is required to do it, but I do it all the time just in case. New rule, port, TCP, and same port again, 28961. It's gonna say block the connection, but we're gonna allow it so people can join, I guess. Domain private and public. Same name. Oh, finish. Another new rule. We're gonna go to TCP now, or UDP. I'm sorry. 28961. Next, allow the connection. Domain private public name. Boom. We just port forward it. You just close it. Now, go back to your Iw4 server. Click on dedicated server. And your server's loading up. So you can see there it says nuked. Okay, once it's done, it's gonna say the name at a YouTube tutorial, 0 out of 18 players, map nuked. Alright, so your server is now live. See if it's showing. It means that we port forwarded correctly. Alright, so go to join game. Alright, we're gonna do a little quick. Oh, there it is. Eddie YouTube channel or tutorial. So if it shows up, that means that it's port forward. As you can see, that Nuketown is running. When I double click it, there's the MOTD message we put on the server CFG. Let me show you the VPS real quick. As you can see, a client connecting and stuff like that. So this is without the Iw4 admin. So you can see my ping is really low because it's hosting on the region I'm in. So I'm in Miami. The VPS is in Miami as well. So I'm gonna have a really low ping. Alright, so now we're gonna be implementing Iw4x. So Iw4x admin, it's a admin panel that's gonna be helpful for kicking, banning people and stuff like that. Alright, your server's working. I can quit this now. Let's go back to the VPS. It's gonna say who disconnected and stuff like that. So keep this open. We're gonna minimize this. Just to make it easy for you, you're gonna right click here, send a shortcut to the desktop, and rename this to Iw4x server. So you know if you double click there, it's gonna open up your server, your Iw4x server. Okay, so minimize that. We're gonna go to the Iw4x admin. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. We're gonna send a shortcut to the desktop. You can close out this now. Rename it to admin panel if you want. That's for IWX. Once you have it there, just double click. And if you don't have the correct files, this is the messages that are going to come up. .NET is not recognized. Press any key to continue. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So you're going to go to the web browser, put .NET, or well, it actually took me to the website. .NET Core on Google, first link. You're going to go to .NET Core 3.1. Don't get 5.0 because it's not going to work well. Go to .NET Core downloads. Go to .NET 3.1. You're going to go to ASP.NET Core Runtime 3.1.16 as of 2021. You're going to get Windows Hosting Bundle. Just click manually because it's going to take 30 seconds to download. So when you get your file, just open it. Alright, I agree. Install. Alright, successfully completed. Close it. Closes out again. We can start it again. And it should say Iw4x admin by RaidMax version 2020.5. It has an update. So just look for an update version of it. I downloaded the stable build. That's why I'm saying the pre-release as an update. Enable RSS message feed, meaning if you have like a custom website, you want to put a message on the game, you can put that on, but I don't know how to handle that yet, so I put no. Required privileged client login. If you want to have your friend that's an admin in your server, and if they go to the website, it's going to require them to log in, but it's just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to put no. Profanity deterring, meaning that if people say any curse words in the game, they will be given 3 warnings, and the 4th time it's going to be a kicked, but no. Server side anti-cheat, Iw4 only. I never tested this, but since I'm going to be active and I play all the time, and if you're going to be having friends as admin as well, and they see obviously somebody's wall hacking or aimbotting, they can just kick them, but I don't know how accurate this anti-cheat is, so I'm just going to put no. Web front, yes, because we're going to be using a panel online that we can log in and see all the players that came in and stuff like that. Multiple owners, obviously in the name itself, so if you want to have a co-owner, stuff like that, but for the sake of this video, no. Enable stat privilege hierarchy, meaning if you're an admin, you can promote people to moderators, and if you're an owner, you can promote people to admins, stuff like that. But in the sake of this video, no. Custom say name, so this is going to be the console messages that are going to show up, so it needs a name. So I'm just going to put a yellow bracket and a red name saying admin with the yellow brackets. You can use color codes as well, and it's going to work. Make sure just put the 2 semicolon there, and then uptick 7, so the messages will be in white, so you don't want to have, or unless you want to color text, but trust me, you want to set it up like that. Use custom phraser, no. Display social media links on the web fronts, Discord, no. You can re-edit this again on the web front, so that's why we enable web fronts up here. Enter server IP, it's going to be right here if you're using VPS. So it's going to be 45.32.168.142. Server port, if you forgot what your server port is, you can go on the console and put net_port. And it's going to tell you your port is 2A961. So you're going to put 2A961. Press enter. Your RCON password, remember, on the server CFG, we said that that's very important for this Iw4x. Make sure you write it down, case sensitive, so admin 2024. So you're going to put capital A, admin 2024, press enter. Enter number of reserve slots. So if you have an 18 player slot, you want to reserve 3 for your admins, you can put 3. Now, please enter, I always use Iw4 phrasers because the rest don't really work well. So number 2, please enter in a event phraser, number 2 as well. Configuration saved, add another one, no. And it's gonna load in, it's gonna do its stuff. Okay. It's gonna say Verbos now monitor on YouTube channel. So this is not an IP, just to make that clear. This is now listing as your web front, your online panel. So if we go to the server again, if we did this correctly, it should say this, now monitoring your server's channel. Your server's name, sorry, I keep saying channel because I keep seeing YouTube. So let's double check again. Let's go back into the game. all of this is done live as well, so. So join game. Anytime now. There you go. Make sure you add it to your favorites so you don't have to like wait for your server to come up. You just go to favorite and it's there. So once you connect, we're gonna take ownership now so we can have all the ownership.
Team deathmatch.
So once you connect, you're gonna see messages. So welcome, Distortions, that's my name. This is your first time connecting. Hails from the United States. So it'll tell you where people are connecting from. First thing you want to do is you want to press T, exclamation point, owner. I think I don't know why it's not working. Let me close this again. Let me reopen this. If you close the IWX, things won't work anymore. So make sure you load up your server first and then the Iw4x. And make sure that you have the latest version. It's going to be green if you have the latest version, but it's yellow because I don't have the latest build. And it's going to load up your configuration and say that you're now listing. If you go back on your server, it's going to say IW admin is now online. Let me see if I put owner now, it's going to work. There it is. Congratulations, you have now claimed ownership of the server. So you have ownership of the server now. I guess it just needed a little reset. So now let me show you some tricks. So next map is going to be exclamation NM. And it's going to tell you the next map is Kill House. Remember that we put Kill House as our second map rotation. If the game is finished, you want to do exclamation FR, so fast restart.
Team deathmatch.
And it's going to say that I fast restarted the map. There's one of the what's it called? One of the auto messages. Alright, so let's go back to the
Take no prisoners, comrades.
so again, go back to the 127.16.24. Go to the help, and this is all the sane tags that you can use on the server. So map rotate, you can uptime, usage, set level. Set level is to set a level of a client. So administrator, if you want somebody to administrate in the game, that's how you set their levels. Stuff like that. Let me show you how to add another server. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna, let's minimize this. You're gonna open your server. You're gonna right click here. You're gonna go copy. You're gonna put paste. You're gonna rename this to dedicated server 2 for server 2. Make sure there's no spaces. Okay. You're gonna open your visual code. Hold on, let me close this because it's getting annoying. Okay. Backup VPS. All right. So open your visual code, minimize it, drag your dedicated server 2. It's going to open a new window. For the second one, our game port, just change the 1 to 0. You're going to control S. Go to the user RAR. We're going to do the same thing. You're going to right click on the server, copy, paste. You're gonna right click that. It's gonna put server 2. You're gonna open that. You can put a number 2 there so you know that's your second server. If you want to put other maps, stuff like that, that'll be great. So once you change the name, I'm just gonna put a number 2 so we can know that there are 2. You can now close this. Let's go back into our advanced settings in our firewall. We're gonna port forward that new port. Remember that our MW2 server is running at 28961. Our new one is 28960. So go to port, TCP 28960. Allow the connection, domain, MW2 server 2. Copy and finish, new rule, port, UDP 28960. Allow the connection, domain, private, name, finished, outbound rule, port, TCP 28960. Next, allow the connection, name, one more time for UDP 28960. Allow the connection, enter, next, name, bam. You just port forward your second server. Come down over here, send us another shortcut to the screen. You can put Iw4x server 2. Open that up. This is your first server right here. And this is your second server. Once it's loading, there it is. Wait, hold on a sec. Something's wrong there. Did we get to save the second one? Oh, okay. So on the dedicated, you gotta put server 2 CFG. Then we can start it again. Because it's gonna read off the first server CFG, so you gotta put server 2 CFG to read off the second server file. There we go. Add a YouTube tutorial number 2. How do you add this to the IW4x admin? Okay. So you go to the server panel. You go to edit configuration. You come down here to all the way down. You're going to add new server. It's going to be on the same IP address, 45.32.168.142. Your game port is going to be 28960. RCON password is going to be the same. Alright. Save. Now you're going to restart your Iw4x admin. Open that up again. Now it's going to tell you what phraser do you want for it. So obviously it's not going to be Iw4x phrase, parser. Did I say phraser all this time? Is parser. 2. Alright, so number 1 and 2 are now listing. So if you go to your configuration, you restart this. everything should take their things normally now. So if you go home, you should have 2 servers now. Alright, let's close this. Let's go to the game. Alright, join game. We're in the favorite, so let's go to internet to look for our second server. It's gonna show up right under the first one, so. And that's how you add a second server. There we go. Add that to the favorites. Quick refresh. If it wants to show up, just go back and join again. There we go. So it's gonna have the same configuration as the old ones, so that's the first one. Alright.
Team deathmatch.
So it's gonna say owner distortion has joined. That's how you get a different server. Alright, so let me show you how to get a sniping mod for your server. First thing is you want to do is go to the VPS. You're going to put a sniping mod, for example, Iw4x sniper mod. It's going to be a lot of websites, so see the first one. Alright. So we're going to download this one. We're going to go to the download. It's going to be of MediaFire. It's downloading. It's going to be in a RAR file, but this is why we downloaded it. File manager. Look for another 7-zip 5M. It's file manager. So open. There's your file. Close the browser. Minimize all those things. Go to the Iw4x server. Gotta go to mods and drag your folder in there. By default, they come with the bots. It spawns in bots in your server. But don't do that, because depending how many bots you spawn in, if you spawn in 18, it's going to fill your server up. So it's going to be you and your bots. Next, go to whatever server, if you want both server to run that mod, all you got to do is go to the dedicated.bat and put the name of the folder mod folder. It's mods. So you're gonna put mods / the name of the mod FSM. Save. So my second server is gonna be running that mod folder, so the number 2. So close it. Start it up again. Your Iw4m admin should say that it's monitoring the server once it's up. I think it does. Okay, so let's close out, open our game again. join game, and as you can see, my second server has the FSM tutorial or FSM mod loaded up. This is what they're gonna see once they click on the server. It's gonna relaunch your game. That's gonna happen to everybody. So once it's uploading, it's gonna be under Nuketown. The name is gonna be mods /FSM. That's how you know you loaded the mods perfectly.
Team deathmatch.
So depending on what any class you choose, so if they choose a gun, if it's sniper only, it's gonna show up as a sniper. If you read more on that website, it'll let you know how to use it properly, how to change mods and shit, how to change snipers. Let's see how he changes snipers. Oh, so I guess the default classes are different snipers. Okay, so let's test that. Did the EMP work? Yeah. And how do you kick people? It's easy, just put !K in their name. Wait, hold on. I think let me restart my admin. You don't have to shut down the servers just to reopen the Iw4 admin. It's just to like refresh the Iw4 admin things. Okay, there we go. Alright, now Iw4 admin's online. So again, if you put the kick, it's not enough arguments, it's going to tell you how to use it, as well as the ban. If you put help, it's going to tell you all the command you can use depending on what rank you are. I'm owner, so I have everything. So let's choose another class here. That's funny. Just change teams. Hi. So there you go, guys. This is a whole freaking video right here. I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any type of questions, please leave it down in the comment section down below, and I'll help you the best way I can. Just if you're going to sleep and you have your servers open, all you gotta do is on your VPS click that exit button. Your session, your remote session will be disconnected, but it will not shut down the servers. So if you want to reconnect again, use your RDP, and it's going to connect you back again. It's going to leave you off where you left off, and your servers are still running. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, like I said, leave a question down below, and I hope I helped. See ya.